Trim my bangs to help with the reveal, and now I have little hairs all over the place. So today I figured I'd let you in on a little bit of my hair dyeing routine. I get a lot of compliments on my pink hair, so we're gonna see how Good Dye Young, which is from Paramore's Hayley Williams, works on my hair. This is not my normal dye. I have used multiple brands in the past, and as a hairdresser's daughter, I just modify my techniques depending on what brand that I'm using. So we'll see how this brand works out with my usual techniques, and I will be back at the end of the video to show you the reveal. So for the purest color, you want to start with a platinum base. My hair was bleached a couple months ago, and I don't mind a few roots, so I'm just gonna leave it as is. This dye comes with its own set of cartoon instructions, which are adorable, but I have done this before. We're using the Good Dye Young in X-Girl, which is a hot pink color that's named after Gwen Stefani's ex-girlfriend hair color. But I don't want hot pink, I want pastel pink, so I'm going to be mixing this dye with a little bit of conditioner. You'll want to mix it in a plastic container. I'm using one that I just snatched from my recycling bin. So once you get your conditioner to the top of the container and can get it into your little jar, then you'll want to find a ratio that works for the color that you're looking for. So know that whatever you're mixing in your jar is going to be approximately what it looks like in your platinum hair, if your hair is as close to pure platinum as possible. I'm using a platinum tint conditioner because it's going to help to take some of the brassiness out of my hair, as well as add a little dimension to the pink. I'm also using the plastic glove that did not come with this kit. It's something I had on hand because I wasn't sure about the stain factor for this dye, so I wanted to keep my fingers safe. Normally I just do this in the shower, so I do glove-free hands most of the time. So as you're mixing, pay attention to what you are looking at. Like I said, it's going to be pretty similar on your head, so take your time to get the ratios right. I use a little bit less than a 1-to-1 ratio for conditioner to dye. I use a little bit more of the conditioner usually to get the platinum that I want. But I go back and forth between the two multiple times before I decide that the color is perfect. And once I've reached that perfect color that I'm looking for, then I have a very professional method of just simply slapping the dye, the conditioner, all over my head. I do actually pay a little more attention to the top. I always start at the top because I have a little bit of an undercut with a pixie underneath, a bob on top, so I want the longer hairs to definitely get saturated with color, and then I don't mind if the underneath peeks out with a little bit of blonde. So I always start with that top half and make sure it is fully covered with the dye, and then I start to work it down the sides and the back, and just kind of mush it around until you've fully covered all of your strands and make all of the attractive bases while you're doing so. So once you have all of that covered, you can feel free to set a timer for approximately 30 minutes to an hour, and then sit back and relax. Alright, so this is the reveal. It's got a little bit of purple in it, so you can kind of see that coming through because that was the conditioner was on for so long as well. It's kind of nice to mix colors because it gives your hair a little more dimension. Overall, I'm really impressed with this dye. It is super, super hydrating. I mean, granted, I just sat with conditioner and conditioning hair dye in my hair for 30 minutes, which is going to make it feel really good, but it did. It washed out really well, smelled really good. The dye itself has sort of a citrusy smell, so that's really nice. Nice dimensions, nice pigment. This is a really nice dye, and I might stick with it for a while. So if you want more of these videos, feel free to let me know. The best test of any good dye is how it fades. So if you would like to see how this fades out, if it looks pretty along the way, feel free to subscribe and check out my weekly tarot forecast videos. Not only will you get a little forecast for the energy of the week ahead, but you can start to see my dye slowly fade away. I will put some of this in my daily conditioner, but I'm not gonna sit with it on my hair for 30 minutes like I did today. It'll just be a little mini daily dose, which is my standard routine whenever I mix my conditioner and my dye together. I always just keep that in my shower and use that as my daily conditioner to give a little mini dose of color every time I get in the shower. So that's how I upkeep my dye the lazy girl way, and this was a Good Dye Young experiment and I'm pretty happy with it. So if you liked it, feel free to subscribe, share, and comment on what else you'd like to see.
Clap along, clap.